You dropped it?
Yeah. What do I
Oh.
need 50 rope for? Or 50 feet of rope for?
Can't believe you dropped this rope, man.
Yeah,
Messed up.
that's not cool.
It's pretty
That's messed up shit, man.
You still have your bear cloak on the bright side.
Okay,
I mentioned that.
I will pay for it anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay. All has been paid for. Now, so 3 days pass. Tide is right. He says he'll take you all out. He says it'll be a while to cross the sea. You know, it's
How
a long
long's a
ways
while?
away. About a week and a half by boat.
Okay. And do you expect like safe travels? We don't have to be worried of incoming attacks or anything like that? Sea creatures and whatnot?
Because you guys must not be from around here. Storetime Kingdom's got all this shit tied down. I mean, weather looks pretty fine, so we won't worry about no storms, but...
They tied stuff down in the ocean? What are you saying? I don't understand.
I'm saying he's got shit landlocked. You know, no, there ain't no pirates about. There ain't no
okay.
about. It's pretty fucking safe. All you got to worry about is weather, and weather looks pretty fine to me. Worst of winter's over.
All right, cool.
About to hit spring now.
Before we left in town, I got one of those little patches you put behind your ear to prevent seasickness.
They don't have them.
An old wife told him that if someone peed on his nose, that he would not get seasick. So I actually have been peeing on his face for a few days now.
No,
oh,
that does not happen.
He goes, no, that does not happen.
That did not happen.
You have not been peeing on my face. All right, we set sail.
Get stung by a jellyfish in the face.
That's true. Then we do have to piss on your face.
Yeah, I might consider it then.
All right, let me know. I can drop trow at a moment's notice.
I've seen it happen.
All right, so are we traveling on the boats?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit nervous about riding on. If I understand correctly, Neil, you have to confirm with my backstory, but we were not seafaring people.
You are not.
Right. So I'm like sitting in the middle of the boat, kind of not talking to anyone, staring forward and like rocking a little bit. And I'm like reading things that I've already read a million times over. Like if he has parchments and notes and stuff, I'm just reading them.
Okay.
Trying to stay focused.
Okay. Other than that, let's see how well everyone takes to the sea. Actually, everyone just make a Constitution check. So D20 plus your Constitution.
All right.
What is my Constitution?
You don't have a copy of your character sheet, do you?
Not on hand. It's on
Your
my desktop.
Constitution is 12.
I rolled a 16, Neil.
I'm trying to look for mine too.
That's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I rolled a 3 with 13.
23 for me.
Where do I find?
It's on the itmeJP.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm like loading it.
I'm doing that right now.
I thought I had it. That's why I'm upset.
No. And the character sheets are all updated as well.
Damn, you guys spelled my name wrong on the subreddit on the character sheets.
Think we give a fuck, Bregger?
What? How is it supposed to be spelled?
B-R-E-G-O-R.
B-R-E-G-O-R? Fuck? Yeah, that's how I spelled it on your character sheet.
No, on the link to it in the subreddit.
Oh. Well, I certainly did not do that. I'm not responsible. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, I don't have any abilities.
So I have 9 of Constitution.
It's mine.
22. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Alright, so Tuttigub is seasick as shit. He's barking overboard. The rest of you guys do fairly well and manage to get across.
Being that I am a nasty ogre of sorts, I'm projectiling vomit on the rest of the party if possible.
I dodge.
I'm just chasing people around on
If
the
he
dock.
vomits on me, I kick him in the nuts.
Don't I have to roll first to see if I vomit on someone?
So anyways, like Neil
You
said,
do
we
vomit.
made it over there.
I guarantee you vomit.
Right, but on someone. That's what I'm getting at.
Sure, who do you try to vomit on?
Everyone.
Okay, so we'll start with the first person you pick. Who do you pick first?
Let me roll 4. Hold on. What is that? 1. All right, so I
You vomit
going
all
from
over.
1 to the side. Jen's the first one in Skype, so Abigail's the first one I try to vomit on.
Okay. So you need to make an attack roll against her.
Okay.
So just a d20.
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. You fail to vomit on Abigail.
It's a breath
easily gets
attack,
out of
right?
the way.
So it automatically hits
It's
It's a
a
anyway.
breath
on
attack,
himself.
and I'm spewing
Yeah.
acid, so it hits her pouch. All of her gold. That's what happens. Let's see who the second person's gonna be. Oh, okay. Next person is Vincent, but I hold my mouth because I don't want to puke on him. And then I'll try Breger's last.
He like comes over to me and he's like, ugh, and I just hold the lightning rod at his face.
And then for Breger, I rolled a 16 on the D20.
Well, while you're about to throw up, I say, remember I paid for your boat trip, bro.
I don't hear that because I'm thinking about throwing up.
Breger, you fail to. Well, let's give you make a saving throw versus breath weapon.
Nice.
What do I have to get?
Breath weapon is 13 or higher on a d20.
Yeah, I saved that
20.
shit.
Yeah, you guys save no problem.
I'd like to revert it to him.
You can't. You can hit it with your hand and like try and splash it in his face if you want.
I do that.
But
You
I
just
missed
rolled
on
your
her.
all over his hand, and some of it lands back on him.
She gets a
Yeah, you
saving
did-
throw even though I missed?
She can try and like you puke to the side, and she like jumps
Oh.
towards.
Well, she
it and, like,
crit
tries to
that,
bat
so I
at
guess
you.
that's what happened.
But now
There you
you
go,
and Jen are
take it
both
for
covered in
free.
puke.
Perfect.
I'm still laughing my ass off.
And that was the boat ride across the sea to the Elvish world.
All right,
So,
so as we
as
land,
we're-
I kind of hurry off the boat. Like I'm like the first one off. I'm waiting and stuff.
Brian, check Skype.
Yep, I see it. Very interesting.
Okay. So does anyone tell him ever that you guys are? What the hell is this shit? Is there? You and your drawings, kid. There's drawings everywhere.
Someone do it.
Someone does like drawing dead ferrets and like crying creatures.
Neil, please.
It's a
It's
pink
Abigail.
cactus.
It's in pink. That's how you know.
It's a pink cactus, I think.
I didn't see it.
A
Aw.
pink
It was quite good.
So do you guys just you said you wanted to go to the Elven Lands, and now let's specify. Where did you say you wanted to go? Because so far you guys just said Elven Lands, and he just took off. He's gonna drop you off wherever the fuck he wants, unless you guys specify a location.
I asked the 2 elves, where are we going?
There's 3 elves.
Yila. What is the name of the city that you are from?
We're heading to the island just north of Justar's nose.
So it's unnamed on this, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, does that just mean it hasn't been charted yet or something?
Means that your map does not have a name for it.
Okay, so I go to the captain and I ask him if he knows of this island to the northeast of Justar's nose.
Yeah, I've been there. Know that place.
That is where we are headed.
Are you sure you want to go there? There ain't no boats coming back.
Maybe we want to get ourselves a boat and a crew.
How much would you charge to stay docked per day?
There ain't no dock over there. No city over there. No town over there. Now, I can put you on a rowboat, a longboat, and row you out to shore. But if you want me to stay anchored offshore waiting for you guys, it can cost you a pretty penny. I got a large crew here. I got shit to do.
How much would it cost for us to buy your rowboat?
My rowboat's not for sale. I need my rowboat.
Right, but if we pay you enough gold to where you can buy another one, plus have some profit when you get back to town, it might be a good business idea for you.
Wouldn't be the worst idea I've ever heard. Buying a rowboat. Transportation. Why don't they have rowboat? It's unfortunate. He says 250 gold for my rowboat.
Well, from what I understand, rowboats aren't worth that much.
You said if man offered a big enough price, I'd be willing to sell it. My price is 250 gold, and if you're going to try and haggle and go lower, it's just going to go higher. 250 gold, take it or leave it.
Allow me to... Actually, forget it. Yeah, I pay him 250.
Okay.
I asked the the captain or whatever if a man of my size will be able to fit on this rowboat and make it to land safely.
I ain't making no guarantees.
So is that a no or is that a maybe?
I ain't never put no ogre on a rowboat. Can't promise.
Oh god, we're fucked.
I'd put it as a maybe. You're the size of about 4 men there, so, well, 3 men. You can probably make it ashore, just don't stand up.
Okay, noted.
Okay. So he takes you guys off the shore of the island. You all climb into the rowboat and start rowing ashore.
Alright, I'm gonna message you spells as we're going to the...
Okay.
Guys, do you think we're actually ready to take on like tons of
Again,
horrible
Abigail, with the
ogres?
fantastic timing for the questions. To answer your question, we are about 4 weeks into this journey. The answer is yes.
You also notice as you start rowing to shore that land is a long ways off.
Cool.
And we
Like, not the
roll-
island, not the small island, like the mainland is pretty far off.
But it's pretty far.
You can see it in the distance, but you have never, like, you don't know how long it's going to take you. You're not seafaring folk. We're probably, you know, somewhere between 20 and 150 miles. You don't know.
He didn't, like, drop us off close to shore?
No. So you're close to the island. The island is not close to the mainland.
Yeah. We know that.
We could have
cool. I just
asked
want
him to come back in a week, but I guess.
No, you guys already paid money for your boat, and you are in your boat, and you're rowing to shore, and they're sailing away.
I guess we're heading towards the island then, and we'll, like, go to the side of the island that faces where we want to go, and... Right? To cut our time at water down.
If we get ourselves in a castaway situation, I like our odds.
Not bad at all. Alright, so he's dropping you on the eastern side of the island, the southeastern side of the island.
Yeah, so
Your
we'll just
friend
carry
there,
the-
Yila, is getting pretty antsy as you guys approach the island.
I say, Yila, where's the best place for me to put this boat that it won't get washed away or taken by somebody?
Drag it on away from the beach and cover it with something, maybe? Aren't you a
Okay.
ranger?
I am, but I really value your opinion sometimes.
He's got a feminist streak in him.
Yeah.
Is this island attached to the mainland? Is that... Or, I mean, obviously by definition it's not, but is it close or something, or...?
Ways off.
How do people get to the mainland?
They don't. No one lives on this island except for the hill giant and a couple of ogres.
On that island, you mean, right? Or that mainland?
No, on the
Or
island.
are we on the island where the hill giant is?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Mission accomplished. We're exactly where we want to be. Alright, let's cover up this boat, and let's rescue Eula's people.
Let's hide it like really fucking well.
Alright, so we hide it really fucking well.
Okay.
We chop down a tree, we color it and paint it in the shape of a giant snake. And we leave it to guard the boat.
Okay.
So, after we cover up the boat, I turn to Abigail,
Wait.
and in private I say to her, "What?"
I just realized we're fucked. How are we gonna get those people out with one fucking rowboat?
We'll figure that out later.
Well, we'll just kill the people that are,
No.
capturing them, and then
Yeah.
I'm guessing the elven people will figure out a way to transport themselves.
If you say so, alright. What were you gonna say in Elvish?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I pull her aside and I say in Elvish, I say, so is that a Mr. or a Mrs. Mogwaggles you have there?
It's Mr. Mugwaggle's second!
Pulls a
Carrying
ferret
the
out of her
bones
bag.
of your ferret?
Now I have a new one.
She pulls a new ferret out of a bag.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I noticed it on the boat, but I haven't said anything to anyone. I'm just saying it to you.
Yeah, I didn't do the big announcement yet. I've been thinking of how to make him pop.
Okay.
I was thinking of what do you think would be a good idea? I was thinking of like a rise, like Lion King style in the morning where I go,
We need to find a mountaintop for that.
yeah, I was thinking about doing it on the Titanic style. With like a little
Holding its little arms up over the bow.
Yeah.
The ferret's like, ah, don't drop me.
That's why I didn't do it. I didn't want him to freak out.
Yeah.
Alright, enough ferret talk.
Story of my life.
I was trying to avoid the topic. I was just keeping it to myself, you know.
Yes, you were.
Mhm.
So, you guys land ashore. You've hidden the boat. Yila says, I think they're this way, and starts leading you guys through the forest.
Okay.
Abigail snorts in the background.
Okay,
So
so
she-
I'm
she's-
walking with my shield up and sword drawn at this point because we're in hostile territory.
Right. Okay. She starts getting a little bit eager and starts going ahead quite a bit. You guys are having a little trouble keeping up with her, especially Tutagub and Breger, who are like weighed down by their armor.
Be careful, Sheila!
Yila.
Sheila!
But wouldn't our speed be offset by the fact that we know the area somewhat?
You don't know the area at all. You've never been on this island.
Do I know the area? No.
You don't know the area at all. You've never been on this island.
Okay.
Nice.
So she's like kind of pulling ahead from you guys. Seems really eager to get somewhere. She's wearing nothing but just clothes, so she doesn't have any equipment. And she starts climbing into the hills that are nearby. And keeps like turning back. It's getting a little like the forest is getting pretty thick here. Not quite jungle status, but definitely like super thick forest. And she keeps turning around and being like, "Come on, come on!"
We're coming!
Keep your voice down, Eula.
My
Sheila.
name's Yila. Yila.
Eula.
Thank you.
So, oh, never mind.
Okay. Eventually, she comes to the top of the hill and stops, and you guys all catch up with her. Some of you are a little out of breath. And she points down through the forest and says, "You can't really see it from here, but there's a cave down there."
Go on.
That cave is the headquarters for the enemy, for the
Okay.
giant. They've got a small village set up over there, over the next couple of hills, where most of people are kept. But that's where the headquarters are in the cave.
Caves are good friends. We've worked with this before.
Do they have a leader that we could like identify easily?
She nods her head.
What's his name?
His name is Albert.
What does he look like?
He's
Albert
got
Does he look
Frugal.
one
different?
eye and a giant nose ring.
I guess we got
Greg,
want to
are
go
you good
for
with
Albert.
this? You good with this?
I'm good with this.
All right. Well, Gregor's boys, I think the plan is simple. We get down to that cave, We don't quite know how many we're facing, but we know that it's not too terribly much based off the visions you've seen, right? It's a handful, a baker's dozen.
Yeah.
All right, and the hill giant's obviously the big major concern. But if I put my strategist mind to work here, I would say that it should be wanting to weaken us first. So we'll definitely fight its henchmen first.
Yeah, I think we pick off the ogres and then...
Okay. So I want us to do the best job we can of casing that cave. So I want us to kind of keep a lookout outside of it for a while. And then if we can get an ambush, we should do that. But we should keep the range guys in the back. And Tugabut and I can go down to the front of that cave and hold our own, right?
I think so.
Neal,
Yeah,
how
I think I
steep is
should try
this?
to... Can I sneak attack on those, or can I still not because they're not human?
You can sneak attack an ogre. It's a humanoid.
Oh, okay. Then, guys, I will try to not be seen.
Neal, how
Nice.
steep is this hill that we're on?
The slope down is not terribly steep, but you still need to be careful when walking down it.
Okay. Vincent, you want me to hold the rod for this
Sure.
encounter?
Yeah, I can't imagine we're battling. If I'll tell you what, if it's a flying hill giant, then son of a bitch.
Yeah, we're a little fucked if that happens.
We got some bad luck these days, but I'm guessing it's not. So here you go. Hand it over to you.
You know, he might have a pet dragon too. We never know. You never know with
Suck
these
a
things.
lot of, we suck a lot of dong.
Yep.
All right. Are we good with this plan? Ela, I think the plan is obviously you stay back here, and unless you've suddenly grown a capable set of hands and a sword ability, or I'm guessing that hasn't happened. Have you been training in the arts of double sword staffery?
I'll wait out here.
You're gonna
Are
wait
you guys
here?
gonna just go in and kill them?
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. We just kill everything, and then afterwards we find out if that was the right thing or not.
Well, do you have any advice or any insights from what you learned being in the cave? Is there like a better time to attack where people sleep?
I've
or...
never been in the cave before. I don't know.
Ah.
I usually stay in the slave village.
The natural next question that Abigail has is, can she seduce the hill giant? Do you know of like a preference it has? Is it kind of a leg guy?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay. Seducing's out of the question as well, it would appear. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. All right, gang. Let's get down there, find a good spot, case the cave, and see what we can do. Right? Is that good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Break.
So, you guys start walking down the hill towards the cave. Fairly quickly, Breger notices two ogres sitting out in front of the cave, in front of a fire, which has a goat skewered across it.
Okay.
Maybe we
You guys
want
are
to
still
take
fairly
them.
far back.
Maybe we want to take them outside the cave so that we're not in the like secluded area. Or do we want to be inside the cave so we are in a secluded area? Like, what do you guys think is better?
Well,
Because we
we're
did
up,
funnel people in the past.
we're up on a hill, right?
Right now you are.
So we have a pretty good tactical advantage for the moment.
Yeah.
I think we should rain some arrows down on them, and get as many shots in and weaken them as much as we can until.
Well,
have
if we
to go
can kill
in.
the two guards silently, we should do that right off the bat, right? Just
So
sit
we can
down.
have Abby go around the back, and what is? Well, I guess we don't know. I was
I
gonna
could
ask what
try
the
to
ra-
sneak up behind one of them and just stab him in the back.
Yeah, you can. You can go up
Actually, I
behind
think
them.
I would do more damage with the bow, though. From the back. As a sneak attack. Neil?
Okay.
That's true.
Sneak
could-
attack.
With
I
the
mean,
bow.
bow does d6. What else would you use?
I mean, with the dagger, I wouldn't do more.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so
bow
I-
is much better.
I'll sneak attack him from the back with a bow.
Okay. So you get in place.
I start tapping my feet on the ground really loudly.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You get in place and you shoot them, and then when they turn to look where the shot came from, then I'll shoot them in the back, and it'll
Sounds
just be a
good.
double whammy.
And I'll try to get as close as I can, so I'll finish them off if they do
Yeah.
survive that.
Let's try to get them to stay silent.
Okay, so we all move into position. Tadagub, I
How
guess
do you
you
know
can
when
move-
Abigail gets into position?
she's gonna
I do a
give
sign.
She
It's gonna be
releases
like
her
a-
ferret.
a double
Through the
bird.
thick forest, she won't be able to see you guys.
We devise
So
that she will snort like a pig.
Okay.
Well, when he sees the arrow, that's when he shoots.
Yeah, I mean, we can see the ogres, right?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll just wait and do nothing, and then when we see the ogres violently turn around, then that's when we spring into action.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So.
So do the three of you that aren't Abigail all wait back together in one group, or how are you positioned?
I am up on the hill.
Uh-huh.
I assume Jeff is getting into a decent position where he can charge them within a...
Yeah, I'm just getting within like not even this like as close as I can without making too much noise with my armor. I'm very aware of how loud my armor is, so I'm guessing it's not too terribly close. But
Okay. You get as close as you can.
yeah,
All right, and Tuttigub, where are you standing?
I mean, 15 feet or so behind Vincent, because I'm not as quiet as he is.
Right. Okay. So you're in front of Brager, but behind Vincent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Abigail, you are looking to get into position with something. So you start climbing down and around the
With
hill.
my move silently, detect noise. What else do I have? Hide in shadows. I do all
So
that
if
shit.
all of that stuff takes you, like, if to detect noise, you have to stop moving to listen. So you go. It's slow going to use all your skills, but you can do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it because he's waiting for the arrow, so whatever.
All right.
I'm just making sure there's not more people coming in.
Silently hide in shadows.
So, while she's doing that, I notch a bow, and I'm ready to let it loose as soon as they turn their back.
A bow or an arrow?
I notch an arrow.
He's gonna shoot a bow
what's
with
the
his bow.
question, Neil?
I
He's
put
gonna
my
shoot
bow
a
in my
bow out of
bow.
his bow.
Yeah.
It's a lesser
Put
bow
a
that
bow
you've
in my
been
bow
building.
so I can bow while I bow.
Came off that guy on the boat, man. He was
The
just giving
bow
away
is
items.
pointed and sharp and made of very strong wood.
Okay.
It's roughly 1/100th as effective as an arrow.
Very good. Okay, so Abigail, you get into position above the ogres with a clear line of shot.
And they're back as a sneak
they're back.
attack for the first time.
Yes.
So D20 plus how much for all that shit?
Your normal bonus is
I think it's 6.
6.
Yeah.
You get +2 for back attack. Plus another 2 since they don't know you're coming. So a total of 4 for surprise, basically. Surprise and back attack. Which is basically the same thing in this
But
condition.
don't I have 3 times damage? Oh, it's for backstab, so it's...
The backstab is back attack. It's all the same thing. Sneak
But it
attack,
says I
backstab.
get times 3 damage for backstab.
Yes. So if you hit, you get triple
okay.
damage, but you
Okay.
get a total of +10 on your
Okay,
roll.
so I do D20 plus 8, right?
D20 +10.
Plus 10.
Yes. Roll that natural 20,
13.
and you miss.
Did they
These
notice?
ogres are kind of sitting here. Yeah. And they're just
Fuck.
talking to one another, picking up, eating this goat, and one is picking up and waving a goat leg around. All of a sudden, this arrow goes whap right into the goat leg that he's holding. He's like, "What the fuck?" And turns around.
Well, that sucks. It would have been epic.
Doesn't Breger
I
get
have
to
no
shoot
idea
now?
where you are, Brigger. You see this. Everyone sees this. But
So I see the arrow go into his mutton chop or whatever. Goat leg. So is there one with his back to me now?
no. One of them has a side to you, but not its back. They're still both sitting there, just kind of looking about, confused and dazed.
Okay. No. I wait.
Okay. Abigail,
Wait. Well,
Vincent, how'd it go?
the coordination we had, as I understood it, so I'm actually doing this, is that when the shot is fired, it's my turn to finish them off. So as the confusion happens, I get up and I'm going to attack the first one.
Okay, so Vincent just starts charging. Dead charge towards them.
So-
Or Brigger.
I was gonna wait, and then I see Vincent charge in, so I fire anyway.
Okay, Tadagub.
I'm gonna run
That-
down the hill and scream at the top of my lungs so it sounds like there's an army behind us.
Excellent. Okay.
Zappity zap zap.
Everyone make your attacks. Brigger,
So-
you also get +4 since they don't know you're there.
Yeah, do Braegor first, then me, I guess.
Okay. So D20 plus 12.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 is 12, yeah.
Okay. 28.
28, shit. You hit, and I think you clear by 10, so you critical.
So
Yeah.
2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2, yes. And he does...
Oh, God.
Holy God.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
amazing.
Mega almost hurt.
5 damage. Wow, that's some great stuff you got there, dude. It does fail its save versus death because you criticaled it. Roll a d10 for location and a d6 for severity. In fact, roll the d6 first, because that if you
Roll d6.
Wait, we're rolling.
No,
we're
don't even
rolling
worry
a-
about the severity then. That's no effect.
We're rolling a save versus death for a 1 on damage.
Okay, so when you critical someone, they have to make a save versus death. If they fail their save versus death,
okay,
they
sorry.
take like critical effects.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. So we're doing
Alright,
critical
so-
effects, but your severity was too low. You don't do anything.
Neil, help me with this. I'm using Bright Blade's Dying Wish, which is a +2 sword, I think. And I just leveled. So is it 11 now?
6, 7, 8. No, you get 3. Oh no, you do get 4. 4 and 5 is 9, and 2 is 11. You get a 11 plus 11 to hit.
24.
24 is a hit. D12 plus 4 damage. Oh, you're using Brightblade, so D12 plus 6 damage. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh god.
So you run up and you like whap this ogre and just like slices through his side fat for a moment, and he like stands up. Tadagub, you start charging in, yelling at the top of your lungs, going, "Rah! There's an army!" Rah!
Well, no, I would assume since we're on a hill, it echoes and it sounds like there's an army behind me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So much for being unnoticed, right?
So Bregger, or I'm sorry, not Bregger, Tadagub, are you running in to hit him with a stick or what?
How many are there? There's just the 2 guards
Just the
that we
2.
can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just run and attack one of them. It's D20 plus 2, right? That's my shitty weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. It's not right anymore. It's D20 plus 3.
Oh. 17.
Yeah, you hit a note.
It's 2d4. I know it's 2d4, but
no,
is there?
with the maul, it's D10.
Oh,
It's a
Against,
large creature.
Yeah, against a large creature.
plus nothing
10, just D10.
for 2.
Jeez.
We're doing the hard hitting here.
That low damage.
Alright, do I still have a shot, right?
Yeah, you got a shot this round.
Do I get plus 2 because it's still back attack?
Yes.
D20 plus 8?
Yes.
26.
Another.
No.
Actually, that's a double crit.
Nice.
3 times
3D
3d6 damage.
8.
Okay. And it fails its save versus death as well. So all of this damage is on the first ogre. Now he actually has 2 arrows sticking out of him, and a bunch of other shit. Abigail, roll a d6 for severity, because he fails to save versus death on his crit.
5.
And a d10 for location.
1.
1.
I crit his toe. His fingernail explodes.
No, it's piercing versus humanoids. Right leg for 5. Right leg struck, minor bleeding. Okay, so he starts bleeding out on his leg. Not bleeding out, but you know, he's taking damage over time on his leg.
Trickle of blood.
Roll for initiative now.
You want me to go for it?
Someone.
Yeah, you just rolled a 1. That'd be
Yeah,
good.
go ahead, Abigail.
How much? 10?
10?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Ogres turn around, stand up. Each one of them, one that has the goat club, or the goat on a club, on a stick, takes that and just turns to Vincent and like starts to smack you in the face. And he smacks you in the face with his goat club for
This goat? You just got hit with a goat?
a goat on a stick is what you just got hit with.
With an arrow in it.
Yeah. What's the damage adjustment for ogres?
I thought
It
you were
is
gonna say
delicious
goat
though,
on
and
a
it
stick.
smells great as you get hit in the face with it. But you still take. What's the damage bonus on ogres? You still take 12 damage.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Ogres are strong, guys. They're still like 9 feet tall. Let's not forget about this.
I think it's the goat that's doing all the extra damage.
So what am I? I was at 34, and now I'm at
Now you're at
22.
25.
What?
You took.
What did I take?
Oh, I'm
12
sorry.
damage?
You took 12. I didn't. Yeah. So you're at 24.
22.
36, right? No, you weren't at 36. You were at 34. Wow, I'm really bad.
It's one of those things where like it's such easy math that when you say a different number, I immediately think I was wrong, and I'm like, how embarrassing.
No.
No.
It's me. For some reason, somehow. Yeah, and the other ogre turns to Tutagub, picks up a rock that he had on the ground, and just like chucks it at your face. And totally misses you, Tutagub. This rock was like,
So
right
I
on
don't
your-
even move, he just missed throws.
Yeah, he's just a really shitty thrower.
Okay.
Artie's turn.
All right, I'll do my attacks. This is a called shot throat.
Okay. You
So
gotta
what's
jump
the
to do
penalty?
it. Minus.
My sword
I would
and my
normally say-
6.
You're only 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I'd think I'd reach that. Right?
Yeah, alright, so you don't have to jump, but it's still like awkwardly high.
Yeah.
I'll give you a penalty of 3 for called shot throat.
So plus 8, then. D20 plus 8.
Go for it.
26.
26
Nice.
to hit. That's a crit. It's a double crit. 3d12 plus 6 damage.
He loses his throat.
28.
Nice. 28 with
yeah.
a 1.
So the ogre, you just like cut through the throat, and then he stays still for a moment, and then all of a sudden blood just starts going out at you, and you're covered in ogre blood again.
And for my second attack,
Hmm?
I like spin away from that, and then I'm going to just plunge my sword. It's a called shot, like kneecap, inner thigh area. Like I'm actually like sticking the sword into his kneecap, basically,
you're
to bring him down.
stabbing it. Alright, so minus 2 for that.
D20 plus 9. Or 3?
Yeah.
28.
Yes.
The double crit,
Oh.
3d12 plus 6 damage.
26.
He always gets like
Adding
a
them
random
20
ass
stats.
one.
In these 2 attacks, I did
Yeah. He gets a fucking shitty one, he still gets like
54 damage.
Yeah, it's like, here you
Wait,
go, I
that's
just
not
got a
54.
1, but still get 70 damage up your face.
Okay, so you stab through, and like as you pull out, he's like twisting, and then you just like wind up cutting like through the leg, and then out one side, and the ogre just like topples to the ground, clutches his leg for a few minutes, and there's just like so much blood pouring out that he just like passes out and bleeds to death.
I grab a rock and bash his face in.
You have bashed his face in.
Nice.
All right. So as he dies, I quickly like look at Tugabut and say, "Dude, we weren't supposed to like." This was about-
Look, I got in the moment. I mean,
All right.
We were rushing down a hill. It felt really cool.
I understand. Just do me a favor and heal me right while we got a bit of silence here, so I can be ready to go.
Where would you like your heal?
Could use a shoulder up.
All right, so I gracefully rub and massage Vincent's shoulders with a moderate heal. Whoops. Roll 1d10 plus 1. That's not it. For 6.
Okay, brings you to 28. If I have done my math correctly.
Yes.
Can we take a quick break off of that?
Oh yeah.
It has been an hour. You want to break here?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. We'll take a 3 to 5 minute break, then we'll be back going into hour number 3. We'll see you guys then.